And Drogba scored a header.
Bloody hell, that Drogba guy, man.
Yeah, he's relentless. He's relentless.
We're going live.
Oh, we're going live.
Well,
again.
and it's live.
Quality's not great, but we're going to post it after anyway, so at least we then got it in the can.
Oh wait, so are we live?
You're live on YouTube and TikTok still, yeah?
What,
Okay.
now?
So still looking into that, yeah.
Okay, how's the when you're editing it back?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Are we live?
All right. Hey everyone, welcome to the Bottle Job Podcast. We want to apologize for the quality and the delay because we were having some crazy technical difficulties, but we are back now. Firstly, we need to talk about Messi.
Yeah.
Because that guy, how good is he?
He was awesome. I mean, pen miss aside, because obviously everyone's going to pick up on the pen miss, but it's easy to forget how good he was. I mean, his dribbling, the amount of his breaking lines, not just with his dribbling, but his passing too. I thought it was fantastic. It was a real throwback Messi performance. It was enjoyable. He should have bagged. Undoubtedly, pens are weirdly one of his weak points.
Yeah.
There's another one where someone cut it back.
Yes. No,
And that is, if anything, that is an easier chance for Messi than a penalty.
no, I think it was blocked by a defender.
Yeah.
Or was it a save? I can't remember.
Yeah, save.
Was it save? Okay. But there's one guy that I need to chat about. There's a guy that I've been raving about for so long. It's Alexis McAllister. Now, I made a video about him saying how good he is when it comes to arriving in the box late. If you guys don't believe me, you could check out my TikTok. He was the damn, I ruined the clip. But he was the decisive player for Argentina in that match. Just in terms of coming in, scoring, as well as Alvarez. And like now that you have to realize that Argentina is not just Messi anymore. There are players that can really step up. But yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah, Alvarez running in behind was so much more effective than Lautaro Martinez. I thought he just looks like such a player. His finishing's great in terms of, I mean, the goal, he shifts it out his feet and then bends it in. But there was another one where he hit the side netting that just looked really Aguero-esque. I
Yes.
just get good vibes from him. Maybe needs a little bulking up. Maybe he could do a little bit of bulking up for the Premier League, but
Does that mean if he bulks up, does he lose a bit of his speed?
only a little bulk.
To be fair,
a couple
this
protein
sounds-
shakes will do
This
the trick.
sounds like pro clubs when we're trying to like increase your speed
Yeah.
by one, or reduce your agility. That's what it sounds like.
Pretty much.
So I don't think modern sports science works like that. I think if he bulks up, I think he might even be quicker.
Yeah, true. A bit more power in the legs like Adama. That sort of vibe.
Yeah, and the other team going through, Poland.
Yeah, they stank. They should have lost 4 or 5. They really should have.
I can't believe Poland made it through. Like it was, I think
And at one
watching.
point, it was just down to the yellow cards, wasn't it?
Yes, that whole thing about the yellow cards, like if you guys don't know, Mexico were nearly eliminated on yellow cards. That's before Saudi scored. But isn't that crazy? Like they could have been eliminated by someone just getting a yellow card in the first match, for example.
Yeah, it's an absolute joke. I mean, the fact that obviously it goes goal difference, goal scored, then head to head, and then it comes down to that fair play. Why is it not a penalty shootout? I'd much rather that next day, bring back the 10 a.m.s and we have some penalty shootouts going on.
I think that'll be great. So Argentina next round, they're going to play Australia.
They are.
Yes.
An apology is in order, all right? I said the Socceroos are fucked. They're in fact not fucked. They came second in their group.
And they got 6 points.
Yeah. They were unlucky not to come first in that group, to be honest.
know.
They equalled France's talent.
I know. If someone told you you're gonna get, someone told an Australia fan you're gonna get the same amount of points as France, I bet they would have just bitten your hand off.
Well, everyone would have gone, oh, France's squad must have kicked off. So everything's gone wrong.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Australia, this tournament, it's not even been about so-called quality, but they've defended so well. They're
Harry Souttar.
Suit. Oh my god!
You can't miss this bloke. He's a tall guy.
He's a tall guy, but like the amount of hard work and dedication and fight and passion that the Australia players put into this, it was actually ridiculous. And to be fair, even though they lost 4-1 to France, they weren't even that bad.
No, let's be honest, none of us thought they'd score a goal against France.
They weren't
No,
even that bad. They
did
could have
really
got another
well.
goal that was like, I think it was close
Yeah.
or something like that. But yeah, Australia, they were not bad.
Yeah, and Tunisia, they were teased. They almost had a moment
You
where
know,
they went 1-0 up. They went 1-0 up.
teasing me. Yes,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, that they were going.
What a goal
through
that
for
was
like,
from Kazri.
they were going through for like 2 minutes, and then Australia scored,
Yeah.
which is just testament to the drama of this World Cup. So it's going to be France, Poland, and Australia, Argentina. Do you think the big teams are going through? Any scares?
I do, but this is the tournament of the underdog, isn't it? It's hard to rule out.
Okay, I think we should leave that for the 22nd vision later on in our show,
Okay.
which is the part of the podcast where we try to predict the fixtures future in under 20 seconds. So if you're coming in and watching us now, we're just reviewing the different parts of the World Cup Matchday 3. Thank you for joining, and as well on TikTok, keep hitting the likes.
And those subscribe buttons as well.
Yeah,
for you
no,
lot.
especially on TikTok. You know when they tap the screen?
Yeah.
It really helps us. It
Oh, yeah,
pushes
we're having
our-
those little like battles and all
Yes,
that. Okay.
exactly. So moving
Yeah.
on to
Well, we had, like you said there, they had a little 2-minute spell in front, but we had
Yes.
another team with a 3-minute spell in front, didn't we?
Costa
We
Rica.
had the Germany-Spain group, where at one point, every team was going through. At one point or another, rather. Not all 4 teams, obviously, but 2 of them were. And at one point, it was Costa Rica and Japan going through, which is just mind-blowing when you think of that.
I think that Costa Rica moment of them going in front is like, hey, do you remember when Costa Rica nearly went through? Like, it's going to be one of those things that are spoken about in future years to come. Japan, how good were they?
It was, lightning doesn't usually strike twice, but it really has in that 1-0 down at half time. This is what we do. We bring on our super subs, get Matoma on.
Asano.
And get
Doan.
Doan on.
Yes.
And
And
they
Tomiyasu.
And they do the business.
Yes.
They do the business. Completely change the
Okay,
game
here's
around.
a question for you. Was it out or in, the ball?
It's in. It's in. Because, just to clarify, the whole ball has to be out. The only thing you could question, I've had some conspiracy theorists, maybe they're coming out with is the earth flat? Was the whole ball out? Has the picture been doctored? Was the flag blowing on the moon? But the whole ball has to be out.
And if you're going off physics, the ball is not a line, it's a sphere. So some part of the ball was still in, and that's why Japan got the goal. So for you watching out there who do not understand maths, just take a geometry class, please.
Yeah, guys, the ball is a sphere, unlike the earth, of course. Obviously.
Yeah, the earth is so flat. Yes. But yeah, Japan, they're going to be facing Croatia.
Yeah, that's
And
an
the team that
interesting one.
finished second, Spain. Like, Spain, what do you think of them? Spain were my team going in, but
I found it interesting, that Morata goal, because I've seen that a million times
Yeah,
before. That as Pliquet across to Morata
Yes.
was actually, it was something I saw.
2017 Chelsea.
Yeah, big time, man. But he's a threat for them, and they took him off. I thought it was interesting. Perhaps I'm getting the conspiracy, I'm getting the tinfoil hat out again.
Yeah.
Did Spain prefer to play Morocco to Croatia?
Interesting, because they're still on the other side, like the England side of the draw. So I think if Spain, let's say they beat Morocco, they will either face Portugal or Switzerland, which is still not easy.
No. Could be worse, though. Could be worse.
Yeah, because they could have been facing Brazil in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting. So Spain, Morocco, Croatia, Japan. We need to touch on group. I think it's Group E.
Yeah.
That's the Morocco group.
But we'll just quickly shit on Germany.
Yes. How could,
You're not going anywhere. We're going to get.
don't go anywhere.
Yeah. So they obviously towards the end there was a bit of, can Spain score? It will help Japan. Spain didn't look like doing anything anyway. But Germany, I mean, they've had a shocker. We've had a bit of a stinker. I definitely had a bit of a stinker, kind of thinking Hansi Flick's going to get them in charge. But poor tournament. Really poor tournament.
You know what's crazy? Like, they were chasing the game in so many. Like, if you see the XG that Germany racked up throughout this tournament, it's like the most out of any team, but they're still not through. And it's because they've just been chasing so many games. Like, they've had 82% possession and like average across something like that. I don't know. I've maybe doctored the numbers.
I think I remember reading that Japan have had like the lowest percentage.
Japan have had 18%.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
What you do with the ball.
Exactly. But Germany, they just didn't have that final like action. Like Musiala, I've seen him dribble past like 7 guys.
He hit a record as well.
I've seen him dribble past 7 guys, and then the finish will just not be there. Reminds me of a certain Arsenal player, Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah,
does
exactly.
that. But I think Musiala, he was Germany's best player throughout this tournament, but it just still wasn't enough.
That final action, not quite there.
Yeah, Fulkrug maybe should have started more games, because these 2 games, 2 goals, you can't really hate on that.
Yeah, and then I mean Havertz decides to put it in the back of the net. But he's another one where you don't know what you're going to get. out of him.
Havertz, apart from the Champions League fight, he turns up in the moments that don't count. Can you say that?
No, I'd say the
Or is it the
opposite.
opposite?
I'd say
Yes.
it's more the opposite. Like,
Okay.
they finally needed some goals there, and suddenly he scores 2.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, stank for the other games.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I'll be real. It's just,
Maybe I was wrong.
It's the same. It's the same with us. It's weird. Like most games he doesn't turn up because not every game is like mass important.
Yeah.
But
You say, but he
he's
just
he's
turns
an
up in
odd
the big
player.
moments.
Yeah, he's odd. Very odd.
Okay, so that.
But I don't know if you saw the picture of him with the man of the match.
Oh,
award.
that was so funny.
That is the most miserable man of the match award I think I've ever seen in my life. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just looked gutted.
so
didn't he?
angry.
Yeah.
But if we touch,
Yeah, the Morocco Croatia group.
yes, that group. Oh my God, Morocco, they have finished first. Like, who would have thought that?
No one. Yeah, no one would have thought that.
And no one would have thought that Belgium crashed out. What do you think about Romelu Lukaku?
Oh, what a beautiful display from Big Rom.
Yeah,
I've been waiting a while for that one. That man wound me up a lot last year, so it was a really enjoyable watch. I mean, which one was the worst? I'd say the one that actually wouldn't have counted because it was out.
yeah, the header.
I don't know how that's not gone in.
Yeah, the belly one was not a good one.
No,
The
that
one I
wasn't
give him
great.
the most slack for is the one I cut him the most. The first one,
Yeah.
the one that came off the post. Cause
Yeah, I agree
There's
with
not
that.
really much like.
The angle, the margin for error was pretty small with that one.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
but the other ones, there was one that he just came off his leg or came off his belly. The header wasn't that good. Look, we're not the podcast of ripping into bro. I don't want to rip into him. Maybe Toby, you can.
Yeah.
But man, it was just sad, honestly.
Look, I'd feel for him if he hadn't done my club like he's done my club completely. In that, especially because let's factor in this is a guy that's just come back from injury. He hasn't really kicked a ball since August, I don't think, has he? So he's not even fully fit. And when he's punching, I don't know even what to call that.
The glass,
yeah,
or the plastic. I don't know what it is.
Mm.
That was a good punch.
It was a great strike, but his goals unfortunately weren't. They were lacking. Croatia, I was impressed with.
I think Croatia looked good. 99 potential.
We both chose him,
Yes.
and there's a reason why we both chose him. Gvardiol is just some player, isn't he?
Beautiful with the mask on. He's a player that actually looked good with the mask, unlike last week. Who was a player last week that was horrible?
Son.
Yeah. Oh, we need to move on to him later. Yeah. But yeah, another player with a mask looking good. I think. Oh, I didn't mean it like that, but.
Yeah, he just on the ball. And his clearances, there was one where De Bruyne whipped it in. He sort of did this acrobatic clearance. I was like, God, you're a hard bastard, but you're also calm on the ball, collected, driving into midfield. He was just, I really enjoyed the Croatia performance from a number of them as well. They're so experienced in that midfield. You got Kovacic, Modric, Brozovic, whichever one has the ball. They're all good, aren't they? Yeah. There's a lot of itches in those,
yes.
yeah.
But that's the reason why he's getting touted for 95 million. He's that good. I think Guardiola, he just looks so composed, and you don't find a lot of defenders as composed as him on the ball, because there'll be times where he's just dribbling past players, gives it off, gets past another guy, gives it off. Like, you don't really find centre backs like that.
Yeah, he's a full package modern centre back, really, isn't he?
Unreal. And if he came to Chelsea, maybe you guys. No, you
him
guys
and Fofana would be a nice partnership. To be honest,
you guys don't really ruin centre back, so I say why.
Yeah, we're all right with defenders.
Yeah,
it's the ones going forward that aren't so good.
Yeah. So
but yeah, you touched on Son today. He had a big day, didn't he?
Yeah, Group H. Group H was the craziest group of them all. Like I think it was Group F.
Mm-hmm.
Every single team was through, and not like Costa Rica being through for 3 minutes. Like literally every single team in this group was through. Ghana was through. South Korea are obviously through. Uruguay were through.
For a lot, yeah.
That was crazy. But there's a moment that we need to touch on. We're a podcast that we love stories. We love telling stories, and one story that didn't come full circle was Andre Ayew.
Oh, they got the pen. 12 years they've waited for another one. And what did they do?
Missed. Oh, keeper saves it.
Yeah, that was atrocious. I just couldn't believe it. No. And do you know what it did? It consolidated that Suarez was right with his comments. I didn't miss the pen. I might have got sent off. I didn't miss the pen. So
you know what's crazy? Suarez turns 36 in a few weeks. He was moving like he was 26 today. Like,
oh my God, the nutmeg.
But it was just running through guys. He assisted the goal for Arrasqueta. Oh my God, what was Suarez on today?
He's fueled by hate.
Yeah.
Just absolute hate.
He was like, you guys have been clowning my name for 12 years. All right, cool. Let me just put you guys in the dirt. But it turned out both teams were in the dirt because South Korea ended up scoring in the 89th minute from Hwang Hee-chan.
Yeah, and it was crazy that Uruguay played so well, I thought, to be honest. A few people tipped them as dark horses, myself included, in this tournament. Second goal was lovely, but it didn't matter at all. South Korea managed to get a victory over Portugal. And a few teams have benefited, really, from playing teams that have kind of got their job done, like we touched on with Tunisia, France.
Yes.
And it paid dividends for South Korea. They got the job done. So they've gone from crying in sadness last week, crying with happiness today. As I said before, Son crying, grass is green.
Yeah, I think Son this World Cup is just, apart from the assist, he's just not been that good.
His X cries are far higher than his XG.
Yeah, for sure. But okay, moving forward, I think so. It'll be Brazil, South Korea,
yes,
Portugal, Switzerland.
Brazil, South Korea is a bit of a rematch, isn't it?
Yes, from 2002.
Yeah.
Yes, where Brazil won. Was that the semi-final? Yes, that's very interesting. So I think another team that rested players and lost was Brazil.
Yeah.
Anything?
Abubakar has just told Mo Salah, come outside, I just want to talk.
Yeah.
He's done it again.
How many goals is it? 2 this tournament? 3 this tournament?
2, but
yes.
In terms of goal contributions, 3.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Wow. Vincent Abubakar has had a great tournament. He got sent off for taking off his I think he thought,
I'm going to enjoy this. How often do I get to score against Brazil at a World Cup? Give me my moment.
Like this Twitter meme, does he know? I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows. But yeah, that was the roundup of match day 3, guys.
Well, we did. To be fair, we had a bit of beef, didn't we? Shaqiri.
Yes.
Shaqiri bagged. That's what they
Yes,
do. When you Jack or
exactly.
Shaqiri, one of them was going to score. That was a top. That was a
Xhaka
great.
caused some aggro on the Serbia bench. I will not be...
It's all worth it though. They got through, got the job done. That's what they do against Serbia. They turn up these Swiss.
Exactly. Serbia, again, they lost to Switzerland, and the team that always get to the round of 16 have done it again. They are like... I was going to name a team, but...
They're what everyone thinks Denmark is. in a
Yeah,
way.
facts. Solid team.
Yeah.
For those of you joining right now, we have just summarized match day 3. TikTok as well. You got to run up our likes because we need them. We need to get paid tonight.
Yeah, smash that like button, smash that sub button.
Absolutely. Okay, so now we've rounded everything up. If you want to get out the fixtures that we're going to see.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to stick some stuff in the bin as well?
Yes, I think that'll be a good idea.
Yeah.
So we have a section called Top Bin in the Bin where we actually do, it's like our best of the week and our worst of the week. That's the best way for us to describe it. So who's in your top bin?
Top bin, sorry, I've just actually forgot. Top bin, I have gone with the tactical decision by Japan with the subs. They've had super subs in 2 out of 3 games. Absolutely changed those games around. I mean, I have looked at it at times and thought, why is Matoma not starting? He's class. But it's paid off. It's paid dividends. They've beaten Spain and Germany, but lost to Costa Rica. So it's all quite crazy. But it's been courtesy of those subs. They've completely flipped both games on their heads.
Yeah,
I've got to give credit where it's due.
that's a good one. My top bin is actually a free kick from Luis Chavez.
That
the
was
Mexican
top
player.
bin.
That was physically top bin. I haven't seen many better free kicks than that. I think it was 30 yards out.
Miles out.
And he just, because in the game, he was taking long shots for fun. I think he took like 5 long shots. They're all P-rollers. But he just turned up for that free kick. It was just unbelievable.
I saw he almost scored another one as well.
Yes, it was another.
no save, didn't it?
Yes. Oh, I remember that. I nearly screamed. But yeah, that's my top bin. Who's your in the bin?
Oh, it's got to be Romelu. Romelu,
Sorry,
get in the
bro.
bin.
Sorry, bro.
Get in the bin. You know, you can do your little whispering to yourself in the mirror. Stop whispering to De Bruyne and Ronaldo. You need to have a word with yourself, mate.
My in the bin is Denmark.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
Denmark just let us all down, to be
They
honest.
did.
Let us all down. They were just not that good.
Didn't
do
offer
much.
anything, really. Even that Australia game, I was like, you don't create anything. You got Ericsson on the pitch. There's just nothing about them.
Nothing going on. But okay, that was our top bin in the bin. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any good players, stand-up players of the week, or some not stand-up players of the week? Let us know down below in the comments. But okay, I think we need to move on to
We do. We got our fixtures, haven't
the fixtures moving forward. We are going to be moving on to the round of 16 fixtures. We're finally at the crunch time of this World Cup. So,
Knockout time.
Toby, if you don't mind listing off the fixtures.
We didn't really touch on our group, so I'll say, should we talk about England Senegal?
Yes, that'll be a good start.
Because we had a good result. We smashed Wales, lovely. But we've got a bit of a predicament we're in. A nice predicament. But who'd you go with in terms of attack? Because obviously Rashford had a great game. Saka had a great game in the first game. Foden had a great game. What are we thinking here?
So obviously, if you're an England fan, you don't want to change much. But with Marcus Rashford, where I see him at his best, especially for England, is that when he has bags of open space. Because, look, Marcus Rashford is a top player in general when he's on form, which he is right now. But I think against teams where you need more of a 1v1 specialist, that Saka and Sterling are, I think Rashford, that's not his forte. And Senegal are going to be a team that like to sit deep and really attack England on the counter attack. And Wales, England just completely better than them. And with Rashford's free kick, it opened the game up for England.
Wales to push forward
Yes.
and that gave more space. Yeah,
Exactly. So I just feel that, I wouldn't mind if Rashford starts. If he starts, great. But if I was Southgate, I wouldn't start him.
He's a 1-0 up, sub him on sort
Yes,
of guy. He's
exactly.
perfect for that.
He's the guy on FIFA, first sub straight away.
Yeah.
For some pace. But do you think
Yeah, I don't mind that. He just played so well, to be honest.
So-
He had a hand in every goal, didn't he?
he deserves to start?
It's hard to justify why he should be benched. but
Exactly.
big decision for Gareth, I suppose. Like we said off air, to be fair, Foden and Saka, does that work? I want someone running in behind, getting
It's
beyond.
true. And Southgate will never play Foden inside. So
No.
because he said he doesn't play there for his team. I don't know what he's on about. But
No, not quite. I mean, I've got credit where it's due though when he did the switch with Foden and Rashford at half time in terms of wings because it
Absolutely.
worked out very well.
Absolutely.
But for Senegal, I think regardless of who we start, please don't call me arrogant. I know I went 7-0 before, but we will win. I think we'll win. It could be an extra time. Senegal are a decent side, but they have got Noah Drissage, and I think that is massive for them. He's a big part of that midfield.
Yeah, it's true. But did you know about the ITV curse.
No.
So, here's interesting. So, whenever England are playing on the BBC, they have a 75% win rate. When it's on ITV, it goes down to like 20.
Right.
So, this match will be shown on ITV.
So for once, we want Genius on comms.
Yeah. We want to
We
hear
want Genius on
Jermaine Genius,
comms,
Alan
yeah.
Shearer, Michael Richards. We want all of them.
Neville's gonna have to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
big time.
it's time to go. Yeah, Gary Neville. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. It's the ITV game. Maybe England won't do well.
I think we're upping our percentage.
You think so?
Yeah, I think this. I don't fear Senegal to the same extent. I appreciate them. I thought they were good in the groups, but I didn't think you could say they were definitely better than Ecuador overall in that tournament. I know they won the game against them personally, so you can definitely make the case. But I thought Ecuador weren't a bad side, and Senegal were all right. They're not bad, but I also know Mendy's not in the best form of his life, so we can get at that.
Yeah, it's true. But England have troubles like breaking teams down.
Yeah,
as we
true,
saw against USA.
true.
And like I compare Senegal to USA in that way because they're a team of like good players, physical midfield. Not to limit them because they obviously have a lot of quality and brains and technique going forward, but they're going to be a team that's hard to break down.
Yeah, that's
So
that's fair.
It's going to be a tough game.
It's finally happening. It's a Kane pen 1-0.
Yes.
That is what it is.
Oh, by the way, I said Harry Kane was not going to be the English top scorer, and I got cooked for it.
Yeah, wrongfully so. And I'm going to add one more in. I think Harry Kane has had a better World Cup in 2022 already than 2018 when he won the Golden Boot.
It's not a bad shout.
No, I think you've seen Spurs Kane
Yeah.
in the first and third game, dropping deep, picking out the runners. That's what I want to see from him. I don't care that he hasn't even had a shot on target all tournament. And I still think he's been better than when he won the Golden Boot. It's just my opinion, performance-wise.
They're treating Harry Kane like Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, exactly. Just do a Giroud. Let's win it, but you don't have to score. But he'll want to go, and he'll probably get a penalty or something.
Yeah, probably. What's the
But
next?
yeah, I'd back us in that, and we have Netherlands USA.
I'll tell you what, can you just list off all of them?
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, let's rattle through them. So we got England Senegal.
Okay, should we do it in a way where so you say it and I'll say who wins or not,
Okay,
and you can agree or disagree?
so it's quick fire.
Yeah.
England Senegal,
England,
Netherlands USA.
Netherlands,
Okay, Japan Croatia,
Japan. Do you agree
Spain
with that
Morocco.
one?
I think Croatia will get the job
Okay.
done. I just think that midfield's just so good. They'll just
Okay.
control it. Spain Morocco.
I want Morocco to win. Will it
I
happen?
think
don't know.
Spain. Yeah, I think Spain will win that. France Poland.
France.
Yeah. Argentina Australia.
Australia going to cause Argentina problems because
That low block. Yeah.
Suter on every ball in.
Could be an Argentina Iran 2014 vibe.
Yeah.
Could be that kind of
It
game.
could be so, but I think Argentina have the quality.
Bit of messy magic. Brazil South Korea.
See, that's a tough one because South Korea,
Oh, they are. Do you think?
but it's Brazil.
South Korea have been niced by Portugal resting
Yeah,
players, I
it's
think.
true. It's
like
true.
that, like you said today, that's probably the most shocking of the lot. Isn't it,
Yeah.
this week.
So Brazil.
Portugal Switzerland. That's a tough game.
It's a tough game because Portugal, they have to break Switzerland down. Switzerland are very tough to break down defensively. Should we go with the shock here?
I don't hate it. I think that could be a pens.
Yeah,
That could be a pens, and it could be he does his Sue. Well done, mate. You're stealing goals and scoring pens. Good for you, buddy. Get your 200 mil from Saudi.
This is not a Ronaldo hit. Ronaldo, I love you.
Yeah, but I know the clip.
Oh, sorry.
I know because they're all crying in the comments now.
Ronaldo is the GOAT.
That's a classic clip.
Yeah,
no, that's a clip. Yeah,
there you
nice. But yeah, I could see that going all the way. That's a tough game. Switzerland, no. If Portugal win that, that is. I think that's a really big win.
Yeah.
As good as Portugal are, just that is tough.
But okay, so if you like show me
Sure.
so out of England and Senegal, they all go on to face France and Poland. Spain and Morocco, the winner of that, face Portugal and Switzerland. Argentina, Australia, they face Japan or Croatia. Brazil, South Korea face Netherlands or USA. I think it's like that. Or some random order like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll just be interesting.
Yeah, I think the USA can get a job against Holland, to be honest.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm getting in their good books at the moment.
I know.
Yeah,
I
they're loving
know.
it. No, I just do. I don't really rate Holland that highly.
Okay.
I think they're all right.
Okay, this actually takes us on perfectly for those of you watching. We have a section of the podcast that we like to call 20-second vision, where we have to predict the fixture's future in under 20 seconds. So we have a dishwashing button that will arrive in my hand in 1 second. I'm going to pick up.
Like magic.
Exactly. Okay, Toby, you have 20 seconds to predict what is going to happen between Netherlands and the USA. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
CP10, he's back, rises from the dead, sits up like the Undertaker from his hospital bed. He's starting. This is tomorrow, actually, this game. The USA are going to shock the world. They're going to take it to extra time, and in the last 5 minutes, there will be a goal from CP10 again, and he's going to score with his injured bollock. I don't know what he's injured exactly.
I don't know what he's injured.
Yeah, penile fracture. I'm hearing that's what the grapevine's
Is that what
saying.
it actually is?
I don't think so. I think it's a rib or something.
Oh, okay.
Or it's his abs or
Okay.
bruise.
Okay.
But I think they're going to get the job done against Holland.
That's an interesting one. All right. I think I got a good one for Spain, Morocco.
All right, okay. So, what is going to happen between Spain and Morocco this World Cup?
Spain will find it impossibly hard to break Morocco down. Morocco have one of the best defensive records in the World Cup so far. They've only conceded 1 goal, and it was an own goal by Neer Fagert. I think Morocco can do something. I think Spain are going to find it impeccably hard. Morocco have great players on the counter-attack. Hakim Ziyech can find a pass out of nowhere. And Morocco will make me feel something. And Morocco are going through.
Nice. That was bang on time as well.
I
That was really good.
I
That was very good. But yeah, some of these ties, it is interesting. But Spain Morocco is just that'll be a good game.
There's a lot of political tension around the game as well because Morocco has regions.
Yeah, they're actually not that far apart.
No,
It's a bit of a local derby.
you can probably throw a rock and it'll be
Yeah,
but
throw Morocco. Yeah, nice.
good one. But Spain have some enclaved regions within Morocco, which is crazy. Spain used to colonize Morocco back in the day. Morocco got their independence.
Yeah.
But I just feel like this match has a lot of tension behind it. They're facing the 2018 World Cup. Morocco were not that good, and Spain only just got past them. And now with their manager Regraoui, I think Morocco could do something. I think
Wouldn't surprise you. I mean, they really shocked everyone in the group. I mean, to finish above both those teams, it was very impressive, wasn't it?
Their leaver here was something.
Yeah.
Their leaver here was something. And maybe that my 20-second vision was my controversial take. I don't know how controversial that is.
Put it this way, most people would pick Spain, wouldn't they?
Exactly. So we're going to go with my brothers in Ladbroke Grove.
Yeah, I'm not against that. Get the shisha out again. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Argentina, we said we struggled a bit. France, Poland. Poland stank, man.
It was bad. It was a bad one.
I'm not falling for Lewandowski needs to go back to his dancing. I
Disney.
said stop doing the dancing,
Yeah.
but he needs to go back to his dancing because he's not really doing anything. I saw ESPN or someone posted the other day saying, Lewandowski's not letting Messi down easy. It was at half time during that game, and I thought, I don't think I've seen him. I didn't see him do anything.
Yeah.
They didn't leave their half.
Poland, they don't have a team compared to Argentina. Like against Saudi,
get that, but
I think Poland were really good.
Yeah, I just think they're better than what they've been playing.
Okay, it's an interesting take. I think Poland can get something out of the game, but it will just be very unlikely, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I think France will cook them.
Yeah.
But
Okay. We also have a section of the podcast that we like to call Avid, where it's a very controversial take. So can you think of any controversial takes for this?
I suppose my US one was fairly controversial.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there was anything that really.
Maybe we could speak about Harry Kane because, look, I think
I suppose that was kind of my controversial take. I do just think he's had a better tournament already.
maybe try say it again.
Yeah, fair enough. Just for those of you that weren't here, because some of you are joining late, obviously from the live. But yeah, I think that Harry Kane has had a better World Cup in 2022 than 2018 already. He's only played 3 games. Obviously, he won the Golden Boot and got to the semi-finals in the other one. But performance-wise, his level has been far higher. I've enjoyed how he's dropped deep. I've enjoyed how he's picked out those passes from those in behind. Even in the game against Wales, I thought that pass to Rashford in the first half was immaculate. I think his passing's been so on point.
And the cross into Foden. For his goal.
Perfect. Absolutely
Peach
perfect. This is Spurs Kane, and that's the Kane I want to see.
That's fantastic. That was
Just to sign off the episode, I think maybe just a general note on how we're feeling about England in the rest of the tournament.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. And have you got any controversial takes?
Nah, I'm
Probably go the Morocco one.
Yeah.
So just to extend on England in terms of, we spoke about Kane there, that gives us a bit of hope when he's playing like his Spurs self, because that's the best Kane we know. What do you think are you growing any hope? Is it coming home, or
I think it's the quarterfinal that will really show the
that
game.
France game?
Because let's say the big teams do win, England will face France in the quarterfinal.
And it's the cup of the underdog though. You can't even guarantee these big teams will get.
See, why I like this challenge is because England in the last tournaments, like the 2018 World Cup, they had a relatively easy run to the semi-final. Euros, they beat Germany or not.
I always think with Southgate, with his draws, I'm like, it's, you know, the Jesse from Breaking Bad. He
Yeah.
can't keep getting
He
away
can't
with
keep
it.
getting away. And
Like he's drawed. I don't know what he's put. He's been talking to Pogba. That's who he's
yeah.
been talking
Oh no, let's not do that. No, we're not doing that here. But look, if England beat France, I'll start to believe, because then
Yeah,
they
that's-
face whoever they face in the semi-final out of Portugal.
If you can beat
Switzerland.
France, you could beat anyone in that tournament.
Absolutely.
I think that's fair.
But to be fair, Tunisia did it.
Yeah, but like a backup France.
I was going off the facts.
Facts.
Yeah, look, England could beat anyone on their day. We just have to hope the day comes.
We're an on his day team.
On his day,
Yeah, but there's some hope in that, isn't
Yeah.
there? Yeah, like you said, that's crunch time. That's crunch time. Have they got the minerals?
Mbappe versus Kyle Walker, Ousmane Dembele
Our
versus Luke
producers
Shaw.
just let out a little chuckle.
Yeah, Ousmane Dembele versus Luke Shaw.
That which one worries you more?
Dembele, one on one.
I do, but there's a little part of me that thinks, oh, Walker's going to pull his hamstring.
Nah.
Now he's getting a bit older. You know what I mean? He
Oh,
does pick up
it's true.
injuries. That's what I'm
No,
worried
but John
about.
Stones is on that side, and they've done it before.
Yeah,
They've stopped,
they
stopped
have.
PSG before.
Yeah, very true.
I think Walker could stop Mbappe with Stones.
We can stop Giroud. Benzema I'd have been more worried about for England than Giroud, to be honest.
But then it also goes
It's
back.
more the Schumanni in midfield.
Yeah.
The midfield battle there is what.
It'll be
terrifies
Declan
me.
Rice versus Chouameni, the battle of the 100 mil DMs.
Mm.
Who do you think is better?
Well, one of them will show why he's 100 million.
Wow, he's sitting on the fence.
No, and I was about to say, you
Oh.
know, and I want to sign Rice, but it's not him. Out of the other two players, who's the better six? It's Schumanni.
Chouameni's better than Declan Rice. We just see it week in, week out for Real Madrid. I called Chouameni generational in
Yeah.
a way that I don't think Declan Rice is.
Yeah. Very good player, top player. Louis a bit gutted because obviously this week,
Yes.
West Ham legend. I suppose he's probably on the legend books already, isn't he? Yeah, he's got to be. He's one of the best
He's a
players.
West Ham legend?
Well, it's one of West Ham's best ever teams the last 2-3
Yeah,
years when you think
true,
about
true.
it. And Rice has been a staple in that. And this week he's come out. Do you think it was weird timing during the World Cup?
No, because the question, no one ever knows the context. The context was, how do you feel with seeing everyone else playing in the Champions League, but not you? Something like that. So he had to say, like, look, of course I want to play in the Champions League. So I think it was a bit stitched up like
Yeah.
that. But I think he's
You
guaranteed
can't
leaving this
blame him.
summer.
Yeah, you can't blame him for the situation he's in. He's obviously not going to stay there his whole life.
And his contract expires, I think, in 2024.
Right, okay.
So
perfect.
that's why, like, he's on the cheap at 70 mil. So we'll see.
Yeah. Do you reckon Kane ever says to him, like, don't do what I did?
That would be so funny. Like, like Kane sitting on a rocking chair.
Yeah,
Back
Kane's
in-
just sitting there going, don't sign that deal. Whatever you do, don't sign that
If
contract.
you sign a long-term deal at a
Kane's
so-called
like the guy in Interstellar.
yeah,
Bang.
exactly. If you sign a long-term deal at a so-called mid-table club or upper mid-table club, you are done. You are.
Spurs are going to go the
Oh,
anti-Spurs pod.
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I forgot about Spurs.
Upper mid-table, guys. That's what you are.
nah.
Upper mid-table. I mean, no
That's a
trophies.
good
Just
one.
yeah.
That's a good one.
But yeah, but we'll wrap it up there because it's been a good episode reflecting on England. We've got a lot of hope going into the next game. I think we're going to do Senegal. We're going to do them 7-0. But yeah, I've been Toby,
Happy Remedy.
and make sure you subscribe and also you like, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, Tuesday to be Pacific, 9
Yeah, 9
p.m.
p.m. Tuesday.
And we're going to round up everything that we saw in the round of 16.